This is a documentary on Constance D. Sturgis, her life, walks, and teachings from Berlin to Old Worcester High. Please enjoy.
Under the oak tree. Under the branches of the oak tree where the woman taught. Under the oak tree where she cultivate thought. Under the oak tree she told her story. Under the oak tree she had no worry. Under the oak tree she made the students smile. Under the oak tree their thoughts can come out loud. Under the oak tree there were no chains. Under the oak tree she freed their brain.
Welcome to another edition of the Mark Ballard Show. Sorry for the wait, ladies and gentlemen. I've been busy trying to get myself prepared of what I got going on right now. Got a lot of things going on, a lot of positive movement going on right now. Today we have Lamar Sturgis, owner of Damage Control Security, and his wife, Ebony Sturgis. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Could you tell the world what we're doing right now?
This is the first part of Constance D. Sturgis documentary, which is my grandmother. Job well done. This is the first part. It definitely has been a long journey to get it done, but me and my brother Mark here, man, we definitely came together and put some good work in.
Yeah, we did some clips right now, but we're going to put them clips together, and it's going to be a wonderful documentary, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all be prepared for that. People in the Berlin area, Worcester County area, and people from all walks of life knew about Miss Constance Sturgis. I really wish I could met her. She's been a wonderful, I sound like she's a wonderful woman. She has been a wonderful woman.
Absolutely.
Hey, talk about your grandmother, man.
Where could I start? She passed at 91, so it's really hard to just cram, her life in a 30-minute or a 3-hour, documentary, but we gonna get it done. But she was a school teacher, man. She was a pillar in the community. She was real keen on, Black history, African American history, Asiatic history. She definitely wanted us to know who we are and who we were and where we came from. She was Mrs. Sturgis. Everybody in Berlin knew her, Snow Hill knew her, Worcester County, knew her. Mm-hmm. And man, every time I just somebody hear Sturgis, like, Miss Sturgis? I'm like, yeah, it's my grandma, you know what I mean? And they go into how she taught at Old Worcester High, which is an all-black school, before integration. Mm-hmm. And then she went to Berlin Middle School and taught there social studies and history, man. She was amazing.
Two important subjects.
Yeah, she was amazing storyteller. They did a show that came to Salisbury. It was called Hollywood Before the Dream. Hollywood Comes to Salisbury, and she played Harriet Tubman. And that play, man, I wish they had social media back then because it probably wouldn't hit the big screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
A story that people don't know. So Tom Mosley, which is, if you look Tom Mosley up, he was a real big Hollywood producer, came to the house and he offered my grandmama $1 million, man, to go to Hollywood. You know what she did? What? She turned it down, bro.
Oh, man.
She turned it down and said, I don't do it for the money, I do it for my people. So that's the kind of person, she was. Mm-hmm. And she was my grandma, man. So behind closed doors, she was, what you see in the community, that's what you see behind closed doors, if not harder with me. Mm. You know what I mean? Because you walk into the house, it's like before Google, it was encyclopedias.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was books upon books, man. And she really drilled a lot in my head that my wife gets now.
A lot.
You know what I mean? She drilled a lot in my head, man. So I hope you guys definitely enjoy, man, this documentary. I say it's the first part. A lot of people we get a chance to interview, but I definitely want to shout out her Red Hatters, her Wisdom of Pillars, her Eastern Star chapter. Mm-hmm. Of course, we did a Sheena from the Tyree. So it's a lot of other people, when we do it again, the next part of that documentary that we're going to get the interviews with. But
right.
This definitely is an introduction.
I'm very excited about this whole ordeal that we're doing, this major documentary that we're doing. Miss Ebony, do you have anything to say? Congratulations on the baby girl.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
broski.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean,
No, I just wish I met my mom through my husband. I just wish that I could have met her in the flesh. But I know she's happy. I know she's proud. I know Pop-Pop's proud. He's definitely done what he said. Whatever he talked, he manifested it. And this is only the beginning. So.
absolutely.
Not to mention, you did some voiceover. You know what I mean? On those, so
Yeah, you
y'all ain't
did.
gonna say it, but you know she's the voice behind the
Behind the
scenes.
scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
good,
she did
man.
a great
you did
job.
You did a good job,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
you.
She did a great job, man.
Anything else on your mind that you want to talk about? We got to take up some time here.
Man, what's this month? Oh, so my grandmother was been as breast cancer
Awareness month.
Awareness month. She was a 2-time survivor of breast cancer. So strong woman. She had surgery upon surgery, man. And I remember like being a little boy in the surgery in the ER with her, and her telling the doctors like, man, I'm tired of y'all cutting on me. I'm tired of y'all cutting on me. Can you get me something to eat? That's how crazy it was, bro. She was like, yeah, Miss Sturgis, we get you something to eat. And so they did search on her again. Guess what they put my grandma on, bro?
What?
Some Jell-O.
I know she was
She was hot.
she was
And
hot.
anybody that knew her, like, knew that she was hot. And she was hot. You know what I'm saying? It brought some Jell-O. You know what I mean?
And it was pork.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, come on,
And
man.
it was pork at that.
Like, she was hot, man. But
Oh, man.
I can go on for hours, man, with my grandma, man. Just the resilience, the wisdom, and when you sat down and you talked to her, like you listened, because she's dropping jewel after jewel after jewel, and it was so much. Either in the old age, when I was released in 2016, I always sat down with her and just wanted to just pull like from her, and I called my walking library, because anything that I wanted to ask, bro, I can go to her and just, you know, ask her, and she would just spirit it out. I'm like, where do you keep all this at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you keep all this information at?
Wise, very wise. Like, she was very, very,
Yeah,
very
like, where do you
intelligent.
keep all this at? And like, every book she had, she could quote stuff. She could just, off the top of her brain, just give you a quote from Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, W.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, Harriet Tubman. I mean, just Thurgood Marshall. Just throw it at you. And I'm like, where do you keep this? Like, I can't even do this, you know what I'm saying? And like, so I make it a part of every part, man. I feel like my grandma's a part of me. I feel like the success that I'm having in a marriage, and business and the community is all like for her, man. Shout out to Just As Girls with Jugs. Also what she did with the girls in the community, man. She taught, and it's the thing, like, she taught little women how to be grown women. And I feel like we definitely missed that in the community to this day.
Yes.
Man, she done things like, she'll be like, man, the tree, y'all gonna see the tree.
Yeah, the tree, yeah.
Man, we'll sit right there on that lunch bench, right? She'll be like, let me see you walk. And they walk, you know how they saying. She was like, nah, put this dime between your legs. And if you drop this dime, you ain't walking right.
What? She was super strict.
That's old school, man.
Teaching
It's
them
like,
mannerism.
come on now.
Oh, man.
Come on now, man.
Wow.
Like,
Teach them how to be ladies.
Come on now. Like, that's what definitely did. And every jug that came there that's living right now, well, we know that's out, man, they're like excelled, bro. You know what I mean? Anybody killed my grandma, man, they like excelled. They're teachers, they're nurses, you know what I mean? Like, went to the armed forces. They excel, bro. You know what I mean? Anybody came up on her, like, they really doing their thing right now.
That's what's up.
And yeah, she definitely took to, you know, the young ladies in the neighborhood, man. And I feel like that's one of the problems, that we don't have, you know, big mamas or grandmamas like you know, Miss Constance D. Sturgis.
Yeah, man.
That pass on that knowledge and wisdom, even cooking.
Yeah.
Like, they microwaving now. They ain't even in the
Air
kitchen.
frying.
Yeah, you know
Or
what I
not
mean?
cooking at all.
Yeah, not cooking at all. Always ordering out. Like, man, she'll get you in that kitchen. Like, man, let me show you how to season this pot real quick. You know what I mean? Make big pots for the family. Like,
Yeah.
she definitely was about that. I mean, me being young, she would do things like this, right? she'll give you something and to look at you and be like, oh, you don't know what to say? Okay, let me get that back. Okay, here you go. Oh, you don't know what to say? And she would do it how many times it took for you to say thank you. You know what I mean? She would do it 50 times until you said thank you. Like, she really put it in your mind what it would be, you know, a respectable person. You know what I'm saying? And like all of her teachings, I may not did it in, you know, in the past, but like everything she taught me is like coming to fruition now. Like the man that she always wanted me to be like now. You know what I'm saying?
As you get older, you begin to learn, you begin to understand what they've been teach you over the years. I understand a lot of stuff that my mom and my pops, my dad taught me over the years. And they said, you will understand when you get older. When they said that, I'm older now and I understand a lot of stuff they've been I got you, bro. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
man. That's real.
Yeah. And a lot of youngsters think that, you know, we older and we being hard on y'all, but it's definitely not that, man. Like, we actually been through, you know, A to Z already. And we're just trying to prepare you not to fall in the same black hole that we fell in. Because that black hole is deep and it's hard to get out of there, man. It's hard to get out of it.
Getting harder.
And getting harder. You know what I mean?
Like that understands the people who watch this show, some people take it in good consideration, take our jewels and you know, put it in their lives and everything. But a lot of these young kids do not like to listen. They don't want to listen to jewels. They just act like they got it all figured out way before. Like, they had been here before us.
Come on now.
That's ridiculous. Like, anyway, you're going to live and learn. As you get older, you're going to learn. As you get older, you will understand.
Definitely, you definitely get it, man. And you know, I call it seeds. The man, they planted them seeds. I feel like sometimes some youngsters don't take heed to the seeds that we plant. But like weed, it's like, if she says something, my grandpa says something, it's in the back of my mind. You know what I mean? I might take heed to it then, but it's in the back of my mind, bro. And then now I go through life, I'm like, oh, that's what she was saying. Or, oh, that's what he was saying. Like, yo, this makes sense now. I'm like, I'm putting it together. Like, oh.
I didn't mean cut you off.
Go ahead.
I was thinking back, right? When I was a young cat, young man growing up, and rebel. You know what I mean? My mom used to take us and sit us down. Now, blase blah. Now, I'm not going to tell you no more, okay? Because the next time I'm going to tear your behind up. Say it sounds so nice when he tell you. As soon as we mess up again, it's iron curtains from there, yo. It's over. I was just thinking back, man. I was just thinking back, man. My mom too.
Days.
Love you, Mom.
Man, they play a game with your mind. Like, you get in trouble. Go outside, get that switch. You better not get a little one.
My dad used to get balks. And then from South Carolina, those switches were pine switches. They're the ones that bounce back like this. Bruh.
Yeah, you better not go out and get a little one, man. Like, man, it's
my dad went out on his own and got it. He came back with a bolt like a bouquet. Of switches.
Yeah, switches behind the trash can.
Good Lord.
Waiting. For real. That's what we missed, though.
I appreciate them behind whoopings.
Come on now. It
didn't kill me.
A lot of us saved our life along the journey, man.
Yeah, I earned every last one of them, too.
Every last one of them, man.
Relate. I didn't like trouble.
Every last one of them, man.
Every last one of them, man.
That was that old school raising. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's an old school raising. Which, I mean, we missing out here right now.
We do that now, we going to jail.
Come on now.
Can't beat our children.
But they can whip them, but we ain't gonna get into that.
The system will whip them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they can whip them, man. The police can whip them. Police can kill them.
The police can kill them.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you can discipline my child, but I can't. Somebody that loves them, you know what I mean? You don't. But that's a whole nother story for another show. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that stuff too.
For real.
You bring that stuff up, bro.
For real, man. I got a lot to say about that. Y'all know what's going on. I got a lot to say about that, man. But you know, my grandma, Dr. Mentor, is named Job Well Done. That's just what it was, man. It was a job well done, and I don't know if it's going to be anybody behind her for Worcester County, man, and for our people that's going to do it better than her.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out the fragrance of my life, my wife. I wake up and smell that fragrance every morning.
He said the fragrance of his
Come
life.
on now.
He said the fragrance of his
The
life.
fragrance of my life, my wife, my everything. she kept me going on this journey, even sometimes where I want to just like, man, give up and not keep pushing. I definitely get the role that grandma played in Pop-Pop's life, because you definitely need a strong woman by your side pushing you. And that's what she does for me every day. So thank you, Boo, for doing that, keeping me straight. Shout out to the security company, Damage Control Security. Shout out to my big fellas. Shout out to the company that my wife is launching, She Queen. If you want to chime in on She Queen real quick.
You would put me on the spot. Well, She Queen actually is launching on November the 16th at the Women's Retreat in Ocean City. It's been a journey, but it is a journey of my life, my story. It's time for me to tell it. So I will be telling it, and it will be through apparel. It will be through different jewelry, just things that are a resemblance of me and the things that I've went through and things that I've conquered. So stay tuned. It's going to be big.
Absolutely. And shout out to the Ocean Shore, man, especially Bucktown. Y'all know what's going on. Germantown, Flower Street, Bay Street, man. Big love to everybody in Berlin, whole Worcester County, whole Eastern Shore. But definitely double salute to the hometown. You already know what's going on. You know the vibes.
I like to give a shout out to everybody who's tuning in and watching the Mark Ballard show. Ladies and gentlemen, I really would like to apologize. Sorry for the long wait. I had to get my priorities and mine back on point. I'm back, and it's no turning back now. It's only sky the limit for real. And mad shout outs to Rush the Guillotine and Epiphany Music Group. My whole family, you know, I got love for everybody, man. The whole Princess Anne, Salisbury, the whole Eastern Shore, everybody, man. I got love for y'all. So y'all stay tuned for this documentary for Miss Constance Sturgis, a.k.a. Miss Connie. Job Well Done is the name of the documentary. Y'all stay tuned for this. It's very, very inspirational and informative information that we going to present to y'all. So y'all stay tuned for all that. Anything else you got to say?
Man, stop the violence. Man, put the guns down, man.
Yeah, put them
Straight
put
up,
the one and
man.
twos up instead of...
The guns down, pick the books up.
And books, yeah, thank you, Ebony. Thank you.
No, for real, man. That's definitely deep. You know what I mean, man? Put the guns down, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Heard about the young fella that passed
yeah,
last night.
Yeah. Man, it's a wicked world out here, man. And I just posted, you know, when y'all gonna realize the streets is cold, ain't no love out there. I'm a veteran. I'm a survivor of the streets. And I realize, man, that ain't where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's senseless and
Senseless,
everything like
man.
that. And ladies and gentlemen, we on our way to vote. Are y'all voting on the 6th? Who are you voting for? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big one here. And we all got to pay attention instead of looking at these distractions that's trying to keep us unfocused on what's really going on in this world for real. Stay prayed up. And stay guarded in the Lord, y'all, because we're about to face some real serious times. Ladies and gentlemen, I love everybody. Thank you for watching. Anything else you want to say? Because I want to keep going for real. I'm not ready to go. I miss y'all so much.
I know, man. I finally got the brother out, you know what I'm saying? Like pulling teeth, you know what I mean?
Oh, my God, boy. But I got to get out of it.
Yeah, but I told you, man, we're gonna do some big things. It's a lot that we're gonna be talking about in the coming months. Me teaming up with the brother, man. We're gonna do some documentaries. We gonna really put some things on the forefront that I guess people are scared to touch.
To talk about.
Bit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
There's no need. If they're going to talk about all this negative stuff that's going on in this world, we need to start talking about some informative information that's going to benefit everybody.
Absolutely.
Instead of keeping us in grieving and disarray with a whole bunch of BS. We need to get focused up, y'all. Our community, all communities, we all need to focus up because this presidential election is about to be real. It's going to be real interesting, y'all.
It is.
So, anybody that want to leave a message or your insight on this election, let me know who y'all gonna vote for. Let me know what y'all feel about this election. You ain't gotta tell me who you voting for, but let me know how you feel about this election. I think it's a very interesting one here.
It is. It is, man. And Sometimes how I feel, no matter who's president, our people's always going to be in the same position as he was before the president comes. You know what I mean? A lot of things you ain't going to see until, like, if you're working on your taxes and stuff like that. But I definitely, like, lean towards his sister. Donald Trump is a little, radical here and there, but he's real, though. He say what he want to say. He keep it funky. Like, you don't got to guess about him.
He already tell you what you.
Yeah, like you ain't got to guess about him. Yeah, he's open with it. And
I heard something last night.
Yeah,
I was watching the chick Jaguar Wright last night. Was it Jaguar? Yeah, Jaguar Wright was talking about if Trump get convicted for them crimes or whatever. I ain't gonna say no more about it, but
yeah, cause she dropped some jewels. Y'all know who she is, man. Look her up, cause she dropped some heavy jewels.
Yeah, people say she be lying about a lot of stuff, but
it makes sense though. You pay attention.
Yeah,
like you put it together. But you know how I go, man. Do your research. Study, look things up, look up the policies, and go with like your instinct, like go with your guts. You know what I mean? Because it's pros and cons to both of these, electees or whatever. But just do your research. Do your research.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, absolutely. And just make the best decision for you and your family and who you think can put you in the next best situation. You know what I mean?
Did you hear about the was it China in the United States?
I'm trying to.
We about to go on a war. They talking about we about to have World War III.
Was it Korea? I thought it was Korea.
Korea. My fault. Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta stay prayed up because you never know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen the next day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we really got to be focused out here and stay prayed up and wrapped up in God and get Him to guide us and put a wall of protection on each family out here. We gotta put a protection, a wall of protection, bring His warrior angels to protect us. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, man, it's so much at stake, so much going on right now. Please go out and vote.
Vote.
This might be the last election. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a lot, man.
We gotta stay focused up on the Lord, man, and get our priorities straight. Because it, like I said, like brother just said, it's no love out there in the streets. It's wicked out there.
Wicked.
Why would you want to embrace something that's wicked? Anyway, you must be wicked yourself. That's how I get it.
But you know the old saying is, if they knew better, they'd do better.
Some know better, but don't know better.
Sometimes, man, like
they act like they don't know better.
Yeah, we was just having conversations. It's hard, man. Like when you deep in them streets, it's hard to say, I'm just gonna stop. You know what I mean? Because you really don't see no hope. Nobody really comes back. Like when you successful and you go and whatever you do, nobody sees the substance of your success. So, man, it was Busta Rhymes that said something. He said, man, if you want the little homies to believe in you, you gotta look the part. You gotta smell the part. You know what I'm saying? And I keep that in back in my mind because I can't be no bum on the streets trying to tell other little brothers, don't do this or don't do that, because they gonna look at me like,
who are you?
How's it working out for you? You know what I'm saying? How's it working out for you?
Yo.
So if I say, yo,
that's real. I
want to be in a relationship and get married, I'm gonna get married, right? If I want to be an entrepreneur, I'm starting my own business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not selling dope. I ain't in the streets, but when you see me come here and put some nice little fabrics on, I can tell the young brothers, look, I look like it, but this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And man, like that's real to me, man, because they don't have nobody really going in the streets and pulling them out and going to get them. Don't wait until they come, go get them, because there's an interview that my grandma was saying. This was, I think, 2016 or 16 or 15 before she passed. And in the interview, she said that the young people are crying out. And that was like 8 years ago. You know what I mean? That they're crying out and they're still crying out. You know what I mean? They're still crying out, man. So pay attention to the cries. Because if a baby's crying, you don't leave the baby just there crying. Your ears go up, your antennas go up. Why the baby crying? Go on, the baby. These babies are crying.
They need help.
Yeah, babies
but
are crying.
Some of them don't want to take our advice and rock with it, though. But that's because they going within a war within themselves.
Absolutely.
These young people are going at war, man. You know, my heart goes out to y'all, man.
For sure.
Real, you know what I mean? Just stop the gun violence, man.
Don't put the guns down already.
Stop it, man. Cause y'all, I mean, most of y'all ain't never been to jail. Don't y'all act like y'all trying to embrace it. Don't Don't put yourself in that predicament because it's no fun in there. Y'all already know the basics. When older people and people your age tell you these things, don't embrace it. At least try not to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we about to get up on out of here. Y'all stay tuned for Job Well Done, for the documentary for Miss Constance Sturgis, Lamar's grandmother, very prominent woman in Worcester County area and all surrounding areas. Very excited about this documentary. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay prayed up, stay well in the Lord, and get the Lord to protect you. You know, ask Him for protection. And believe in it. And walk in faith, not by sight. We out here. Peace.
Absolute.
Under the branches of the oak tree, the students took heed. Under the oak tree, the student learned how to believe. Under the oak tree, their minds were free. Under the oak tree, they did not want to leave. Under the oak tree, they learned so much. Under the oak tree, the students could trust. Under the oak tree, the students were free.